just because they do different things. So let's take the oven for example. Um, a lot of people know the oven. The company's called Hindi Amps. The designer is a well-known mastering engineer or Applebaum. Um, I have serial number two of the hardware, so I have the second one that he ever made, and it's just a phenomenal piece of gear. And then a year and a half later, they came out with the plug-in, and the plug-in, like I said a little while ago, is kind of like 85%, and the hardware is just that little bit extra. And I've reaffirmed that to myself many times, just because I have them both right here. I can put on the hardware, put on the plug-in, compare them. So what I'll do now is, let's say I have a EDM song or K-pop song, and it's got like 20 cents, and let's say five or six of them I want the oven on. I just kind of hear that vibe, and I know what it can do to that sound to enhance it. So maybe the most important one or two, I'll put the hardware on. And then let's say these other 3 cents are kind of in the background. They're never going to be up in your face by themselves. They're always kind of layered underneath other things. I'll just use the plugin just so I don't have to print it later, as a time saver. So that could be a reason. And then in the case of the DW Fern compressor, they're just different monsters. I know they emulated a real one when they made the plugin, and Mixwave is very good at analog emulations. But for some reason, mine just sounds different. And I did have mine modded a little bit by the company, but mostly just the output. So I don't know if that changed the sound. It probably didn't. But for some reason, mine is just different. It's got a more heftiness and a more gooiness, and the plugin is more clean. And I actually love both. And there's times where I'll pick the plugin over the hardware, and other times I'll be like, man, this really needs the hardware, and I'll do that. So it's really anytime I come across an idea for a sound for an individual track, I just kind of hear the finish line in my head, and then I decide what tools can get me there, and then that'll inform my decisions. And most of the time, hopefully, I'm right, and I don't have to redo something. But yeah.